Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you have finished the work of your first chapter. Today I welcome you all in the second chapter of class 4th EVS Nature's Gift to Us. So here goes the second chapter. Dear students, resources is the first thing which we'll understand in this chapter. Whatever that satisfies our needs and requirements is called a resource. Means human beings have many needs and requirements. They need many things to live a successful life. So, whatever is there that satisfies our needs, that fulfills our needs and requirement is called a resource. For example, river is a resource as we get water from it. Mountains are also a storehouse of many products, so that is why mountains are also a resource for us. Forests are the storehouse of many forest products, so forests are also included in a resource. Sun is a resource that gives us sunlight every day. Natural resources. Dear students, the things which has been given to us by nature or by God are called natural resources. These resources are given to us free of cost. We don't pay anything for these resources. For example, sunlight. We take sunlight every day. Dense forest. Dense forests are also the natural resources given to us by God. Natural water bodies like river, pond, streams, well, these are the water bodies which are used as natural resource. Soil. Soil is one of the natural resource which is used to grow different types of crops. Minerals are used to make many items. And wildlife. Wildlife includes wild animals as well as birds. They are also a resource for all of us. We totally depend on the natural resources for our living. Whatever is there in our nature, that is the natural resource, and our life depends on these natural resources as we use most of the products given to us by nature. Here you can see the pictures of natural resources in which you can see vegetation, animals, soil, minerals and water. These all included in natural resources. Now let's discuss man-made resources. Man-made resources are those resources which are created by human beings. These resources are roads on which we move our vehicles, buildings in which we live in, vehicles we use to transport one thing from one place to another place, tables, chairs which we use in our house as well as in our classroom. These all are man-made resources. These are called man-made resources because human beings have made all these things. Natural and man-made resources. Dear students, there are many things which nature has given us, and these things are used by human beings to create many other items. Like the natural thing which we get from trees, rubber, that is used to make tires. The wood is used to make tables as well as chairs. Metal is used to create crockeries. Sand is used to create clay pots, as well as copper is used to make utensils as well as statues. Now resources, the types of resources here I have displayed in this form. you can easily understand the types as well as the examples of these resources. As we have discussed earlier also, resources are classified into two parts, natural resources and man-made resources. Till now, we have studied about the man-made resources as well as the natural resources, and examples also I have told you. Like natural resources, the examples are air, water, okay, petroleum, and the man-made resources example are the machines, vehicles as well as roads. Now, types of natural resources. As few of the examples we discussed earlier, let's discuss the types of natural resources. Natural resources can be divided into two parts. Dear students, we can divide natural resources into two parts. These are the renewable or inexhaustible resources and non-renewable or exhaustible resources. Let's first talk about the renewable resources. Renewable resources are the resources which will never come to an end. Okay, they will not be finished completely. For example, you can say like the sunlight, the wind, water, soil, plants and animals. These are the renewable resources which will never be exhausted from the earth. Here the pictures are also given. You can see these are the examples of renewable resources. One example of renewable resource is water. Dear students, water is a basic necessity of human being. Without water, we cannot live alive. Without water, even all the living beings cannot live alive. Not only human beings but plants and animals also require water for their living. Water is a natural resource. It is a renewable resource which God has given us, and it is a gift of nature to us. You can see the picture of water. Uses of water. Now, for what purposes we use water? We use water for drinking, obviously. Everybody drinks water. But not only for drinking water, we use water for many more purposes. Like for irrigation. Irrigation means for giving water to the plants. For transportation. Even water transport runs on water. For the household activities like washing clothes, washing dishes, cooking food. Okay, these are the activities which we do with water. Then, how can we save water? As water is a basic necessity for human being, we should always try to save water. We should be careful while using water. Like whenever there is a leaking tap at our home, we should try to mend it by calling a plumber. We should always reuse water, like the water which we used for washing the vegetables, that can be later sprinkled in your kitchen garden. And there are many other things which we can do to save water. Like if we are thirsty and we want to have half glass of water, so that time we should not take full glass of water. We should take only half of glass water so that we can drink it. Otherwise, what will happen? If we'll take one full glass of water, half of the water will drink and half of the water will spill into the sink. And that is not a good thing, as we need to save water. Next natural resource, that is again a renewable resource, is soil. Soil is a natural resource. It is formed from rocks and decomposition of plants and animals. Means when rocks, they stuck together and breaks into smaller particles, they create soil. Even with the decomposing of plants and animals. When plants and animals die, they decompose and meet or mix with soil. They bring or they build a layer of soil in that. That is also a creation of soil. Through this also the soil is created. It forms the outermost layer of the earth, that is called crust. This is a picture of soil which is used to grow different crops. Now, uses of soil, as I have already told you that soil is the most essential thing for plants. The production depends on the fertility of soil. If the soil is fertile, fertile means if the soil is rich in minerals, if the soil will have rich minerals in it, then it will be good for growing different crops. So children, we discussed the first part of the chapter today. There is one more part of the chapter that we will discuss later. After doing this chapter, what you will do? You will draw two natural resources and two man-made resources. Picture of two natural resources and two man-made resources. We'll soon meet with the second part of this chapter. Till then, work hard, draw beautiful pictures and enjoy your day. Thank you.